Today I'm going to be putting some of these tomatoes in the freezer until I have time to process them and until there are enough to process. But I want to show you how we bring tomatoes in before they're red and then keep them on the side of the kitchen until they're ready. So each one of these has started turning color. You might not be able to see it on the camera, but there's a little bit of pink right there. And each one of them has a little bit of that. Once they start turning color, you can bring them inside and they don't have to sit in the window. They can sit just amongst themselves because they've started creating the gas that ripens them. Once they're with their friends, they can continue to ripen. And that's what these ones are doing here. These ones are about halfway. They might need a couple more days. I have some fully ripe tomatoes in there to pick out. And then these ones are ready to go in the sink to be cut, cored, and put in the freezer. I have these tomatoes soaking in the sink because it just helps me keep organized and keep everything together, not get overwhelmed by things on the counter. So these are ready to be cored and then cut. If there's any bad spots, I'll make sure the bad spot is totally gone. But I'll core that, and then I like to score the bottom with an X if it's a nice tomato that doesn't have a lot of bad spots. I'll score the bottom and then it'll peel really nicely. Once they are cored and scored, then I'm putting them over here on this dish towel to dry until I get my baggies out. These tomatoes have been cored and trimmed. Some of them needed a lot of surgery to find the usable pieces, but now I'm going to load up these gallon-size freezer bags with what I have here. You can actually fit a ton of tomatoes in one bag, and if you're running out of room, you can always just kind of push them down just a little bit. It's not going to hurt the final result, and then zip that up. I was able to get all those tomatoes into these 2 gallon-size bags, but look over here. We have lots more to trim and core right in the sink. So all those tomatoes filled up 4 gallon bags. These are about 4 or 5 pounds a piece. They're really squished in there, so I'm guessing about 5 pounds a piece. So that's about 20 pounds of tomatoes ready to go in the freezer. And the hardest part is finding space in the freezer for these to live for at least a few days while we accumulate more ripe tomatoes. All right, there they all are. These, to get totally frozen so that they're skins slip off, they really do need a couple of days in the freezer. I tried them overnight and they weren't frozen enough to make it work. So leave these in a couple days and then you're ready.